See, let us have a circular loop here. Let us take a circular loop. Imagine in 3-dimensional, it is a circular loop here, and which carries the current in anti-clockwise direction. This is the direction of the current I. This is the direction of the current I in this clockwise direction. This is not anti-clockwise direction. So now current is flowing in this direction in the circular coil. So what do you mean by circular coil? If you take a transformer of the primary winding is wound on this magnetic core in the form of a loop. Here I am taking a one loop here. That is called a circular loop. Okay, I am taking a single loop. I am going to calculate the magnetic field intensity at a particular point here. Okay, that is nothing but a circular loop. Like this, you have to explain all these things. Right? Now, for this given problems for the circular loop which carries a current I, first we have to choose which one? We have to choose a particular coordinate system. Okay. Now, which coordinate system is suited for this particular loop? As it is a circular loop, can you guess which type of the coordinate system is suited for this problem? We have three coordinate systems: Cartesian, cylindrical, and spherical. So, can you guess which type of coordinate system is suitable for this problem?
Spherical.
This is not in spherical shape. Circular means it is in which shape? Hello? Circular shape means almost it is a cylindrical shape, right? A cylindrical type of shape. So cylindrical coordinate system is suited for solving this problem. First of all, you have to choose a particular coordinate system. I am choosing cylindrical coordinate systems to solve this problem. Okay, this is our circular loop, and the direction of the current is in this fashion. This is the direction of the current I. Now, I am interested at. I am going to calculate the magnetic field intensity at this particular point on the z-axis. Now, can you say what is this point here? I am going to calculate H. H at this particular point. And that is what? So three things will be covered. Okay, na? What is the name of this point here? On z-axis, I am taking a point called P. Yeah, can you tell me the name of that point here?
0, 0, Z.
That's fine. What is the name of that point I am asking?
Field point.
Very good. That point is called a field point. Okay. What is the field point? Where the magnetic field intensity is to be calculated. Field point. Okay. So at this point, the point is placed on, the field point is placed on z-axis. Now, what is the usual procedure which we are following to calculate that one? So as it is, the loop is having some total length of L. Obviously, it is having total length of L. Okay, a loop length L. Okay. Now over a length L, I am taking, that is usual procedure. For any problem, this procedure is common. I am taking a which length? A differential length. What is that length? A differential length. Very, very small length. Very, very small length. And one more information is that this circular loop, the circular loop is placed on z equal to 0 plane. Which plane, Amma? The circular loop is placed on z equal to 0 plane or xy plane. Z equal to 0 plane or xy plane. What is the example which I gave for the z equal to 0 plane or xy plane? In a room, if you imagine a room, this is x-axis, y-axis and z-axis in Cartesian coordinate system. What is the meaning of xy plane? What is the example I gave? Imagine that xy plane or z equal to 0 plane in your room. Hello?
Floor, sir.
Floor. Babu, class.
Floor, sir.
Very good, very good. So floor, imagine a floor is an example for z equal to 0 plane or xy plane. Imagine the circular loop is on the floor. Okay, you have to imagine three-dimensional. The circular loop is on this plane, on this xy plane. So this is origin here, this is origin. So origin points are 0, 0, 0 only. Now we are solving this problem in cylindrical coordinate system. This point is called a source point. Let us take S, source point S. Imagine it in cylindrical coordinate system. Yeah, can you tell me the source point S here in cylindrical coordinate system? What are the coordinate variables in cylindrical coordinate system? Rho, comma, phi, comma, Z. The coordinate systems are very, very important. Heart of this EMF here. Without having much knowledge about the coordinate system, you may not follow. So that is the reason why almost I took 10 classes to finish coordinate system. Once if you thorough with the coordinate system, EMF is very, very easy. Okay, these are the coordinate variables rho, comma, phi, comma, Z. Now, what is the source point here? What is the source point? Imagine it is in a cylindrical coordinate system. The coordinate system is cylindrical coordinate system. Tell me the source point here. This is origin. Source point. Can I draw a line from here to here? It is at a distance of R. It is at a distance of what? R. Then what is the rho value here? Rho is R. Rho is R. What is the phi here? Phi is phi only. Rho, comma, phi, comma, Z. What is the Z value on the x-axis, on the xy plane?
0.
What is the Z value on the xy plane?
0.
0. Very good. So R, comma, phi, comma, 0. Okay. So this is angle phi here. So we can take R, 0, phi. Now the field point. What is the field point here? Can you guess the field point as it is placed along the z-axis? You have to take the field point. This is the distance drawn from. Imagine it is a plane, Amma. Imagine it is a plane. Imagine it is like a plane. And this is an x-axis. I am drawing the x-axis at this field point here. Now, it is also making same angle with respect to phi. Okay. So whatever the angle which is exist in the xy plane, the same angle is exist here as well as here. Everywhere the angle is phi only. Now on the z-axis, what is the value of the rho? On the z-axis, what is the value of the rho? Dattatreya 255. Are you there?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, what is the value of the rho on the z-axis? Range చదువుతున్నావా మరి నువ్వు? Renuka 247. What is the rho value on the z-axis? What is the rho here? Radius of the cylinder. If the axis of the cylinder is z-axis, rho is the radius of the cylinder. What is the rho value on the z-axis?
0.
0.
Yeah, very good. 0 is the rho value. So 0. And what is the phi value? You have to compare with these coordinate variables of cylindrical coordinate system. What is the value here? Phi value, phi only. And let us take this Z from here to here. Let us take the length of or height of that field point from the origin is Z only. So 0, 5, Z is the which point? Field point. And this is source point. This is what? Source point here. Okay, is it clear? Once if you find this field point and source point, the remaining things are very easy. Any doubts in this? We're selecting the source point and field point. If anybody have any doubts, can ask me. No doubts? No. Now, we are using the Biot-Savart's law to solve this problem here. What is the mathematical expression for the Biot-Savart's law here? I already said that the application of the Biot-Savart's law is to calculate the magnetic field intensity for a given charge configuration. Now, what is the mathematical expression for that? For Biot-Savart's law, what is the mathematical expression here? We have to calculate H here. H, what is the formula for H from the Biot-Savart's law? Rohit, 251. Should be very attentive to the class. 256. 256.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, tell me the Biot-Savart's law mathematical expression here. H equal to exam logo transfer.
DL
Very good. I into
DL
DL vector. Next.
AZ by 4 pi R square, sir.
AZ by 4 pi R square, not AZ. ఎవరు చెప్తారమ్మా? Nikita, are you there? 263.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, tell me the mathematical expression for this Biot-Savart's law. Ideal.
2 pi R A phi.
Adi
Ideal sin theta by r square.
after ideal. Main formula, mathematical formula for
Ideal sin theta by r square.
ideal sin theta by r square. After that, one cross product, we derived one cross product.
Ideal cross AR by 4 pi.
ఎవరు వేణు వచ్చాడు మళ్ళీ జాయిన్ అయ్యాడా?
Yes, sir.
ఏమైనా క్లాస్లో స్టూడెంట్ అంటే వేణు ఒక్కడేనా? So please try to refer the previous classes. Ideal cross which unit vector?
AR, sir, AR.
AR divided by
4 pi mod R square.
4 pi, very good. 4 pi. So without response from the student, the EMF cannot be learned. R mod R. Is it whole square or not? 4 pi whole square. Okay, no? Now this is the what this formula is common for solving any problem to magnetic field intensity. Okay, remember this formula here. For any problem, it is common, like Coulomb's law. Force equal to Q1 Q2 by 4 pi epsilon naught into R square. So it is common for every problem. Okay. So now you have to calculate DL vector and AR vector, and R is the distance vector. What is the distance vector here? So distance vector is drawn from which source point? This is source point. Source point to the which point, Amma? Field point. Actually, it is a straight line. Source point to the field point. This is a distance vector. Distance vector is R. This is R. Okay. Now, what will be the unit vector for this one? This is unit vector. That unit vector is AR. AR is the unit vector. Now, let us calculate the distance vector R here. How to calculate the distance vector R? How to calculate the distance vector R here? This is distance vector which joins the point P and S. There are 2 points in coordinate system. Okay, there is origin O. How to calculate the distance vector? What is the procedure we discussed in the vectors here?
Position vector of field point minus position vector of source point.
Source point. Okay, you have to take always field point minus source point position vectors. Right? Now, roll number 60, tell me the position vector of the source point here. Position vector of the source point. Tell me the position vector of the source point. As you imagine, it is in cylindrical coordinate system. The point is r comma 5 comma 0. Tell me the position vector of the source point.
0 ax
Wait, I will write 0.
ax bar plus
No. This is cylindrical coordinate. Cylindrical coordinate system, ax won't come. What are the unit vectors in cylindrical coordinate system? Arrow, A5,
zero a pi az.
Az. Now tell me, what is the position vector here? Position vector is nothing.
0 a bar plus pi a pi.
You are telling a field point.
Yes, sir. Field point to source point.
So 0 into A row, very good, plus
Plus pi a pi
5A5, very good,
plus z az.
Z. So this is the, which one position vector of field point? Now minus
R arrow
R arrow, very good.
plus
Now directly multiply with the minus 5
plus pi a pi
A5, very good,
minus 0 az.
0
Az.
is. Okay, now here, so can you able to see this equation, R equation? Sometimes the rating will be lagging. Can you see this equation here, distance vector equation? Venu?
Yes, sir.
వేణు నువ్వు ఆన్లోనే ఉండమ్మా, ఇప్పుడు మ్యూట్లోనే ఉండండి, అన్మ్యూట్లో ఉండండి. ఈ ఈక్వేషన్ అంతా కనిపిస్తుందా మీకు? 0 ఏరో 5A5 ZAZ.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So 5A5 and this 5A5 will get cancelled out. Anyway, it is 0 and it becomes 0. What are the remaining terms here? ZAZ. Tell me. ZAZ minus R arrow. ZAZ minus R arrow. This is what? A distance vector here. Now, how to calculate this magnitude of this distance vector? So under root Z square plus minus R square. So that becomes R square only. So R is completed here. Magnitude of R is completed. Now next thing is what you have to calculate here, AR. Yeah, what is the formula for AR here? Once if you know distance vector, what is the unit vector AR here? AR is the unit vector of R. Subscript R means
R by R.
Very good. R by vector R by mod R. Yeah. So then the unit vector will be what? What is the vector R? What is the vector R among here? Z into AZ. We have to substitute all the things in this equation, in the main equation. Z into AZ minus R into A rho divided by Z square plus R square. Z square plus R square. Okay. Now we got AR and magnitude of R, and one more thing is left here. DL is left. DL. So can you guess what is the DL here? DL. What is the DL? In cylindrical coordinate system we discussed DL vector, DS vector and DV. Differential length. What is the formula for a differential length? What is the formula for a differential length? DL. DL in cylindrical coordinate system. Everything you have to remember from the coordinate systems.
Zero arrow plus rho d phi a phi plus dz az.
Wait for a moment. I just now I have opened one new whiteboard. See here. DL vector equal to somebody is saying
Zero arrow.
Srinityana. Zero, very good. Zero arrow plus
Rho d phi a phi.
very good. Rho d phi
d phi plus dz az.
Very good. Now, as we have taken this, again I am drawing here. The circular loop on XY plane. Imagine it three-dimensional. This is the circular loop which is placed on the XY plane. Now, as it is placed on the Z equal to 0 plane or XY plane here, as we have taken a differential length in this direction, DL here. So the change will be occurred in this for this problem. The change will be occurred in which direction? This is the direction of who? A phi only. This is the direction of the cylindrical coordinate system. This is the direction of A phi only. So the change will be occur only in the direction of A phi only. And is there any change in the rho direction? Is there any change in the rho direction? No. If the conductor is like this, then you can say this change in the rho direction. Okay. So d rho will be 0. So d rho becomes 0. And can you tell me, is there any change in the AZ direction? As the circular loop is placed in this fashion, almost the length of the circular loop is 0. Is there any change in this Z direction? No. So this will be also 0. DZ will be also 0. So in the previous problem, we'll also explain that. In the previous problem, we took infinite long conductor. Suppose if we take a infinite long conductor, if I give this example, you can easily understand. We have earlier you have taken the infinite filament minus infinity to plus infinity. In this case, we have taken differential length like this. Differential length DL bar is like this here. So in those cases, what is the differential length DL here? Then the differential change possible in the Z direction means DZ is possible. So DZ, in this case, we took DZ into AZ. And as it is placed along the z-axis, there is no change in the d phi and there is no change in the d rho. So these two terms were 0 in the previous problem, right? Now in this problem, for this particular problem, this dz becomes 0 and this d rho becomes 0. What remains here? Rho into d phi into a phi. dl is equal to rho d phi a phi only. So this is the dl for this circular loop. Okay. Now in this problem, what is the rho here? Rho we already taken. What is the rho value?
R.
Yeah, rho value in this problem we already taken. Rho equal to r. Is it? So rho equal to r here. Rho equal to r. So dl vector equal to r d phi into a phi. Now we got dl here. We calculated dl here, and we also calculated unit vector ar, and we also calculated distance vector. Now all these dl, ar, and distance vector should be substituted in Biot-Savart's law. Okay, so let us substitute these terms in the Biot-Savart's law. Formula h equal to same formula, I into dl cross az, I into dl cross az divided by 4 pi, sorry, not az, ar, ar divided by 4 pi r square. So let us substitute these values here.
Sir. Sir, dh equal to whether, sir?
Yeah. So that is what I am trying to say. Differential magnetic field. dh equal to. Now I is same as I only. And what is the dl? Just now we have seen. What is the dl here? Nikhil Sai 225. What is the dl vector? Just now we have seen.
Rho d pi a pi.
In place of rho, rho equal to r.
R d phi.
R d phi. Very good. Cross. What is the unit vector we have derived just now? What is the unit vector we derived just now? This is the unit vector. Z az minus r arrow by root of z square plus r square. So z az minus r arrow, z az minus r arrow divided by which one? Z square. Z square plus r square and under root, right? Under root. So total divided by which one? Total divided by 4 pi. 4 pi r square. What is the r here? Distance.
Z square plus r.
Z square plus r square under root. Again we have to do to do whole square, right? Now I am doing small simplification here. Square and this square and root will get cancelled out, and this under root means whole to the power of 1 by 2. So finally, as these two terms are same, then we can write r square z square plus r square all to the power of cheptara
3/2.
very good.
So by this we can again
Okay, so z square plus r square all to the power of 3 by 2 all to the power of 3 by 2. So this is what differential magnetic field intensity due to a small differential length which carries a current I. Okay, now from this one we have to take a cross multiplication here. So to take what? A cross multiplication. And if you do cross multiplication, what we will get here? See, AFI cross AZ, one term. Remaining term is AFI cross Aero. What is the AFI cross AZ in cylindrical coordinate system? So that is the reason why it are very much important. AFI cross AZ is what? And AFI cross Aero. AFI cross Aero. So what will be the AFI cross AZ here? Rho phi z kada. AFI cross AZ equal to Aero. Next, what is the AFI cross Aero?
Minus AZ.
Rho phi. Okay. Minus AZ. Okay. Now let us expand here. Once if you expand this, then what are the terms which are coming here? Cheptara na kidna? So let us split this equation and multiply with the minus here. So I into r into d phi, I into r into d phi. What is the AFI cross AZ? It becomes Aero. Aero minus I into r into r. That becomes I r square, I into r into r, I r square into d phi. What is the AFI cross Aero value?
Minus AZ.
Very good. Minus AZ. So divided by 4 pi into the same term, z square plus r square, all to the power of 3 by 2. So everybody is following here? Any doubts so far?
Sir, first term Z is also there.
So first term, yeah, very good. Z is also there. I into r into z d phi Aero minus I into r square d phi minus AZ. So anyway, this minus and this minus becomes plus only. Okay. Now see, this is what a differential magnetic field This is what? A differential magnetic field due to which one? A differential length which is imagined on the circular loop. Okay, so let me explain one point clearly here. So this is our regular coordinate system. I hope everybody is following. So rather than writing this, let me explain already. We wrote these things. See here. Is the screen visible to everyone here? Just now, this is what diagram. As we took a differential length here, we took a differential length here. Okay, and diametrically see here. At this particular point also, a differential length can be exist everywhere. This circular loop is the combination of what? Infinite number of a differential lengths. So everywhere you can take a differential length. So here I am taking a differential length diametrically opposite to this differential one. Diametrically opposite. So diametrically means this is what a diametrical. Direct opposite to this initial one. Let us say this is one differential length. This is second differential length. Okay. Suppose if you take a one differential length here, compulsory there is a another differential length which can exist diametrically to this one. Let us say this 3, 4. Now, so due to this differential length also, just now we calculated the differential magnetic field intensity due to 1. What is the differential magnetic field intensity due to this one here? This is the formula what we derived. What is that formula where I have written? This is what? This is the what? DH1. Let us take DH1. What is the DH1 here? Differential magnetic field intensity due to the differential length 1. And similarly, if you take a differential length 2, so due to the differential length 1, what is the direction of this magnetic field intensity here? This magnetic field intensity is exist in the direction of whom? It is existing in the direction of arrow. It is existing in the direction of what? Arrow. And it is also existing in the direction of AZ. So due to this differential magnetic field, due to the differential length, the differential magnetic field intensity can be exist in the direction of the arrow as well as in the direction of AZ. Okay, so let me draw. This is the what? Magnitude. This is the magnitude, and this is also a magnitude of the magnetic field intensity. Let me draw those two vectors in this diagram here. How it is exist? Due to this differential length 1, the DH is exist in the direction of AZ. AZ means upward or downward. Is it positive AZ or negative AZ? You should respond. What is the AZ here? Is it positive AZ or negative AZ? Positive AZ. So the component of this magnetic field intensity is exist in the direction of positive AZ only. This is positive AZ. So this is the DH1 component. This is DH1 exists in this direction. Okay. So this is very, very important point. All of you pay attention here. DH1 is exist. What is the other component here? It is also exist in the direction of whom? Refer the equation. What is the component here? In the formula, it is exist in the direction of what? Arrow, right? So it has two components. What I am trying to say is that DH1 is having two components. One component is along in the direction of the arrow. Other component is in the direction of AZ. See here. Yeah, this is AZ component. This is AZ component. Then how can I draw arrow component here at this particular point? This is the field point, right? Then how can I draw arrow here? What is the arrow? You know? What is the arrow?
In the direction of R.
R and rho. Arrow is the unit vector in the direction of increasing the, which one? Radius of the cylinder. Okay. So if it is the case, arrow will be in this direction. That means it is almost perpendicular to this line. This is what arrow. This is arrow. This is what? Arrow. Okay. It is in the direction of arrow. See, similarly, if you take second differential length DL2, it is also the magnetic field intensity will be exist due to this DH2, and it is also having the components of AZ and arrow. It is also having the components of AZ and arrow. And that one component will be, if you take the point of the field point here and source point here, and if you calculate the unit vector as well as distance vector and distance, if you calculate everyone and if you substitute these things in Biot-Savart's law formula, again it is DH2. This DL2 is consisting of again two components. Those components are, one is AZ. Other component will be in this direction. So I am giving this as a homework, and do and verify that derivation. And this is in the direction of arrow. In this direction, that component will be in this direction. So due to this one component will be in the direction of AZ and another component will be in the direction of arrow. And as the observe clearly here, these two components are the magnitude of these two components same because the differential lengths are same. As the magnitude same, but these two vectors are in opposite direction. What will be the resultant value if the two vectors are in opposite direction? This is one vector and this is another vector. What will be the resultant according to the vectors basics? The two vectors are in opposite direction, which is having magnitude is same. What will be the resultant value here?
0.
Very good. The resultant will be 0. The resultant will be 0 means if you add these two, DH1 and DH2, the magnetic field intensity doesn't have the component in the direction of arrow. It is having the components only in the direction of AZ only. Okay, that is the conclusion here. So suppose if we take a differential length here also diametrically, here also there is a differential length here. Due to this one also arrow component will be cancelled out. So due to all differential length, all arrow components will get cancelled out. All arrow components will cancel out. So the resultant magnetic field can be exist only in the direction of whom? A direction onto the resultant magnetic field intensity. AZ component. Very good. So that is the conclusion. So wait for 1 minute. The charging is low on the. Okay, right? So this point is clear here. What is the conclusion here? The conclusion is that if you take a circular type of loop, you take a what? Circular type of loop, If you take a circular type of loop here, this circular type of loop having the magnetic field intensity component in the direction of AZ only, aero component will get cancelled out. Aero component will get cancelled out. Okay. Gopi Krishna 217. Yeah, give the conclusion for this this concept, right? Why the aero component is cancelled out here? Why the aero component is cancelled out here? Roll number 63.
Sir,
Why the aero component is cancelled out here? Only it is existing along the z-axis.
because the vectors are in opposite direction, when they add it is equal to 4.
Okay, so the magnetic, Babu, roll number 48, I will give the attendance, don't worry. I am not asking for the attendance here. 48, are you there? 48.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, what is the direction of the magnetic field exist in this problem? Hello? Roll number 48.
Yes, sir.
What is the direction of the magnetic field intensity which exists? What is the direction? It is exist only in the direction of AZ. So don't join the class for attendance. Try to understand this concept. Okay. So now I am concluding this class here. In next class I will do the derivation. So let me conclude this last one here. So in this, can I cancel out this component here? Can I cancel this aero component in this one? I into R Z d phi aero. This component will not exist for this problem. So only this term can exist. So what is the term here? What is the term? The term is finally the differential magnetic field. So let me close this here. BH equal to which term remains here? Peno?
IR square d phi.
Wait. IR square d phi AZ
by 4 pi
divided by 4 pi
z square whole power 3 by 2.
R square plus Z square whole to the power of 3 by 2. Okay. Let me complete this here because it will take only 2 minutes to finish here. Now, this is what a differential magnetic field. If I want to get a total magnetic field, what should I do? I have to integrate on both sides. Then I will get H here. So let me do that. So I'm giving the DH. I'm taking the integration here. Now, we have to do the integration with respect to which one? Which one? D phi only. D phi. Now, we have to write the limits for d phi only. So in this problem, can you guess what is the limits for this problem here? As this is a circular loop which exists in the xy plane, yeah, so phi is increases in this direction. Is it a complete loop or a half loop?
Complete.
Complete loop. Then can you guess the value for phi here? Phi starts from x-axis. What is the phi value at x-axis? 0. And that is initial value 0 to. And what is the final value here? As it is a complete loop, yeah, what is the end point here? This is only. So what will be the angle here? You have to take 360 degrees or 2 pi. Okay. So the limits are 0 to 2 pi. As it is a 0 to 2 pi, and what are the phi terms here? There is no phi terms in this equation. So we can consider this term I and r square 4 pi and r square plus z square whole to the power of 3 by 2 as a constant, right? So only one single step derivation. So wait for 1 second here. If I take the common, what remains after the integration? After the integration, see here. So then take the constant terms here. I into r square is constant term because it doesn't have any phi terms, divided by 4 pi r square plus z square, 4 r square plus z square whole to the power of 3 by 2 integral. Now give the integration. Which terms are left here after taking the constant terms out of the integral? What are the remaining terms?
Az d phi.
D phi, and the limits are 0 to 2 pi. Okay. Now, what is the integration of the d phi here? Az will be there, obviously. What is the integration of d phi? Phi only. So let me erase this, and the integration of the phi only. What are the limits of this phi here? What are the limits of the phi? Phi is 0 to 2 pi. If you substitute these limits in this phi, yeah, what we will get here?
2 pi z minus 0.